Welcome back to the channel, everybody. First things first, before we get into today's video, I just want to thank you guys so much for hitting 200 subscribers. I never really thought that this channel would ever grow to what it actually has. Originally, my plan was just to post my first ever competition video just so my friends can easily access the video. And here we are now. So I ain't complaining. Just once again, I really just do want to thank you guys for all your support. And then the second update that you have for you guys is that I am now officially a green belt. So I'm no longer a sandbagger, as some people would say. And then the third thing that I do want to get into before we get into today's video is I'm going to start to utilize the YouTube community tab over here. So you can just find it by coming to my channel and then coming over to the community tab. It's just really just to post any updates that I ever have, or if I ever just want to have interaction with the community. So I have a post over here just telling you guys to go over to the Instagram that I have and to send me any of you guys' either training or competition footage to have me react / break it down for a future video. So if you guys are interested in doing that, be sure to follow me on Instagram and DM me those videos, and I could compile it together for a future video. But other than that, let's get into today's video. So, like I said, we're going to be going over my last competition as a white belt. So, this was the first match that I had in the tournament. So, we'll just play this. Let's just make sure it's not too loud. Okay. Alright, so we bow, standard. First things first, now that I'm noticing, compared to the actual footage that I dropped, for whatever reason, the footage that came straight from my iPhone seems to have more color compared to the other one, because I'm just looking at myself. I look like an actual person over there in the video. I just look like a vampire or something. Alright, so we bow and immediately try to look for grips. So, first things first, I get this top grip over here. One thing that I noticed about this guy, it was very nuanced observation, but he didn't have a standard colored gi, so I automatically assumed he was a BJJ background. So, of course, with an observation like that, you want to capitalize as soon as possible. You want to have stable grips as soon as possible. And my idea was to just pretty much just shake him. That was my strategy, to just kind of get him shaken up, because I knew he most likely wasn't going to have that judo experience. So we're shaking him up. One important detail. I want to see if I can catch this. So I immediately get this top grip on his lapel. He takes this big step. This foot was originally over here. He takes a big step forward, and I immediately start to push down on his lapel. Super important read to have. And then now all of a sudden he's off balance, and now he's forced to step over. Now I'm just kind of doing a good old tug. This really isn't ideal. I will tell you, for all people that are starting off judo, this is not ideal. It was merely just a strategy that I had for this specific match. This is not ideal whatsoever. Soon as he plants, immediately, once again, I'm pulling up with the top grip and I'm attacking Ouchi. Completely off balance here. At this point, the referee does call mate. I didn't hear him, so I immediately go to attack for Haragoshi. So, if we want to see this full scene, push him out of bounds, attack Haragoshi. Some way, somehow, even though I did get the throw, like I did in my last competition, even if I'm going to criticize a throw that was not even scored, the leg was way too high. See, my leg is coming across right here. Leg needs to be down here. For a clean Haragoshi, leg needs to be there. I mean, I get the throw because he was off balance already. So, I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of asking the ref, like, oh, what happened? Like, because I didn't hear the mate. So, I didn't hear the mate. So, it's all smiles, look at it, happy face. Happy days, happy days. So I do a little mini bow, and then we'll go again. So, and this is, again, I mean, unfortunately the ref's in the way, so you can't really get a clear view. But I go once again to reach over the top grip, and he tries to go 2-on-1. So that immediately allows me to secure a grip on the sleeve. I mean, we can't really see much with the ref being in the way, so what can you do? But I start to circle him now. Now I'm not doing too much of this tugging. Now I'm starting to circle him. This top grip, pressuring heavy on the head. Because remember, wherever the head goes, the rest of the body's going to go. So getting that top grip, especially me, on average, I'm going to be the shorter fighter in a lot of these competitions. So with me being the shorter fighter, if I can secure that top grip and pressure his head down, so essentially bring him down to my level, it's perfect scenario for me. So now my coach is calling for Uchigari. So I do this huge sweeping Uchigari. So if we go over this once again. Top grip. Plant, take a big step outward. And I'm looking to swing. And then when I swing, I mean, I'm reaching a lot here. But it's still enough where he has a squared stance. And just one little nick at the Achilles there. Get him down. And then, I mean, of course, he immediately tries to play guard, and I'm trying to look to pass, but this competition has scored an ippon for this first match. So we bow, shake hands. All right. And that is the first match. All right, on with the second match. So off of first glances that I had looking at this guy, it seemed that he was a lot newer to judo. So my strategy was definitely not going to be the same as the previous guy that was a BJJ background. I definitely wanted to be a lot slower and methodical with this case because he's first starting judo. I don't want there to be any mishap, any like accidental like feet clashing of something unorthodox from his side. So I made sure to keep it cool, keep it collected, and really have everything calculated. So we bow. Also, funny thing, I don't know if you could hear in the video, but this guy was smiling out. Guy was smiling a lot, and his coach from the right side was telling him to wipe the smile off his face. So you could probably hear it in the original video if you can't hear it here. Let's see. Right. So we bow. Okay. So immediately get low, and I'm looking to get that top grip again. So we exchange grips. So now you can see I'm a lot lower, a lot more defensive, you could say. So now I'm just kind of looking at his feet. I immediately tried to go Uchigari here, and he does the perfect response where he just starts to push on my back leg. Get on my weight on my back leg, which is a good response from him. So then again, he felt quite strong, so now I'm starting to do that bouncing stuff again. This would have been a really nice Uchigari on his side. So then now he starts tugging on, just pulling. He just starts pulling on me, which again is a mistake because he squared off to me. So if we move back over here again, his coach is telling him not to follow. He's pulling me heavy, and that's when I go into Uchi. So yeah, let's see that again slowly. He starts to square off, and then when he squares off, see, he gets kind of like this squat position where he's, you know, sitting down in the chair. Don't really want to be sitting down in the chair. You don't want to sit down in the chair. Because if you're pulling with all your weight and sitting your butt down, then that's asking. See, look, he pulls me nice, but I have a lot better foundation than he does right now. Completely square, quite tall. He gives it one more big tug, and then that's when I come in. Alright, and finally we have the third match. Funny enough about this bout, originally this fight wasn't supposed to happen. Because I guess the guy showed up late. So originally it was just the two matches that I had prior to this one. And then they were about to call it there. And then the opponent ended up showing up miraculously last minute. So Like I was quite upset that I wasn't gonna get my 3 matches. But then he showed up and I was like, okay, perfect. Now we get to have like a full competition. So, all right. So start off the match. Clearly, you can see I'm the shorter fighter. He's a lot taller than me. So we're most likely gonna be utilizing the same technique. So we bow. He immediately starts covering this lapel, which is a good idea. Has his lead hand pawing out, protecting his lapel. So I try to reach here, and he does a very nice parry. So he tries to parry and then grab over the top, but I just block, grab a sleeve. At this point, because I was still a white belt, I get the sleeve grip, and I guess I immediately started panicking because I didn't have a lapel grip, so I immediately tried to look for a lapel grip. Couldn't find the lapel, so then now I get the over the back grip. Okay, nice. I switch over from the lapel, from the left-handed sleeve that I had, I believe, to an underhook. So now we're kind of wrestling at this point. If we back up over here, purely wrestling stance. Try to keep a base. He's pushing forward into me, and then this is the moment where I catch him with this kind of drop sasai. In wrestling, this would be a lat drop. But yeah, he's putting all his pressure towards me. Push, push, push. And then I feel it on that final step, and that's when I circle around, block the leg, and get the big throw. Let's get that one more time. Pushing towards me. I give him one last tug. Drop down, block the leg, over. And yeah, and that was a win by Ippon. And that was the 3rd match to win gold. And those were the matches. This competition was a lot swifter compared to my first competition, I believe. That or the breakdowns were a lot more generalized. So please let me know if you guys enjoyed this breakdown video and if you want to see more of these. I'm definitely planning on competing a lot more this year. I had a couple of injuries after I ended up getting my green belt. So, of course, I've been trying to slowly recuperate. But yeah, let me know if you guys want more breakdown videos of future competitions, as well as varied content, such as breaking down your guys' training / competition footage. And I was also thinking about starting to not drift, but go into a little bit more, I guess, overall encompassing martial arts content. So please do let me know if you guys would enjoy that. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment down below, let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to share this around. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. The idea is to build an over-encompassing community around judo and martial arts as a whole. So please, if you want to join this community, please subscribe and let me know. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm going to see you in the next video.